I was skeptical about this one. I mean, I've seen my fair share of pre-built gaming PCs, and most of them either cut corners or charge you an arm and a leg for premium parts. But when I got my hands on the CyberpowerPC Gamer Supreme with the i9-14900KF and RTX 4070 Super, something just felt different. It wasn't just fast, it felt smooth, like it could handle anything I threw at it without breaking a sweat. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Now, let me tell you why this machine stood out to me. First off, the processor is an Intel Core i9-14900KF. That's a beast of a CPU, especially for gaming and heavy multitasking. I was running a live stream, editing video in the background, and still had 20 Chrome tabs open, no lag, no stuttering. It's the kind of chip that doesn't just keep up with modern games, it dominates them. And since it's the KF version, it's unlocked for overclocking if you're into tweaking performance even further. Then there's the RAM, 32 GB of DDR5. I know, most games don't need that much right now, but if you're into content creation, 3D rendering, or even just future-proofing your rig, this is a game saver. I had After Effects, Photoshop, and a few virtual machines running at the same time, and the system barely blinked. No slowdowns, no crashes, just pure, reliable power. Storage is another big win here. A 1TB NVMe SSD means your games load almost instantly, and your system boots up in seconds. I installed a few heavy titles like Starfield and Cyberpunk 2077, and they launched faster than I could even click the play button. Plus, with the extra space, I didn't have to constantly manage my storage like I do with smaller SSDs. Now, let's talk about the graphics card, an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 Super with 12 GB of VRAM. This thing handles 1440p gaming like a dream. I played Alan Wake 2 on ultra settings with DLSS 3, and it ran at a solid 90+ FPS. Even in demanding titles like Alan Wake 2 or Forza Horizon 5, the frame rate stayed high, and the ray tracing looked stunning. If you're into high refresh rate gaming or just want that extra headroom for future titles, this GPU is a solid choice. The case design is sleek too. It's got that modern gamer aesthetic with RGB lighting that you can customize through the included software. I'm not usually one for flashy setups, but the lighting adds a nice touch to the overall look without being over the top. Plus, the airflow is great thanks to the liquid cooling setup. The CPU cooler keeps temps in check even under heavy loads, so you won't hear the fan screaming like a jet engine every time you push the system. Windows 11 Home is pre-installed, which is a plus for most users. It's stable, user-friendly, and ready to go right out of the box. I didn't have to mess around with drivers or updates, just plug it in, and you're good to go. So, what didn't I like? Well, the case isn't the most spacious for future upgrades. If you're planning to swap out components down the line, you might need to double-check clearance for larger GPUs or extra fans. Also, the included peripherals, like the keyboard and mouse, are pretty basic. If you're serious about gaming, you'll probably want to upgrade those sooner rather than later. But honestly, those are minor nitpicks for a pre-built machine at this price point. All in all, the CyberpowerPC Gamer Supreme is a fantastic all-in-one solution for anyone who wants a high-end gaming PC without the hassle of building one themselves. It's powerful, reliable, and looks great on a desk. If you're in the market for a new rig and don't want to deal with the headaches of compatibility issues or assembly, this is a solid pick. You can find the full specs and current pricing in the description below. For most buyers, the real question is not whether CyberpowerPC Gamer Supreme liquid-cooled gaming desktop computer, Intel Core i9-14900KF 3.2 GHz, 32 GB RAM, 1 TB SSD, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 Super 12 GB, Windows 11 Home sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like processor manufacturer and processor type actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off.